after lunch, we'll be going through up to the top of the mountain first. Hopefully it will have cleared off. Then we're going to great heights, but there's excellent scenery waiting us. We'll be going on through little villages such as Cardaniel, Castle Cove, and Stoppyoff and Sneem. In Sneem, we had a few ladies today on board the bus that asked me, will we have time for shopping? Well, when we have ladies on board the bus, we make time for shopping or they would kill us. Because the ladies love going into every store, picking up every goddamn thing, looking at it and dropping it back down again. We don't know why they do that, it drives us guys mad. But that horse racing on from the stall, and all the guys will be over in Riney's bar watching the horse racing, while the ladies are picking up stuff and dropping them back down. If a guy was to do shopping, he'd say, I'll take that shirt, those socks, those jocks, wrap them up and we're gone out the door. We hate shopping in here, it's in our nature. We will then cross the valley from Malls Gap, we'll be at the other side of the McGillicuddy Reeks Edge Mountains. We will then go down onto Ladies View, where we'll have a commanding view of the lakes of Killarney, the Oakwood Lands and the Killarney Lakes. We will then be going down a very winding twisted road down into Killarney town, and we'll be going under one very small tunnel, and it's lovingly known in Killarney as the Kissing Tunnel. And that's where you kiss your partner, your husband or wife, your boyfriend or girlfriend, your mom or dad, or the driver guide, whoever you want to kiss. And when you kiss under the, when I say the driver guide, I'm addressing the ladies on board the bus only. When you kiss under this tunnel, you stay in love forever and ever. Amen. That's in all the legends of Killarney, all the leaflets, all the tourist books. You kiss under the tunnel, you stay in love forever. I must tell you a little story about that. 12 years ago, I went up there with my wife and we kissed under the tunnel. And we're separated now 10 years, so screw that for an idea. It does not work. But today, as part of the itinerary, I'll be stopping under the tunnel and going half down the road to stay in love forever. Now, Ring of Kerry is always a laid-back, relaxed tour with lots of fun. If it's the case, today will be no exception. Now, we will be stopping at our first stop where you can have coffee, an Irish coffee, tea or coffee or whatever. Now, if anyone brought their own lunch, eat it away from the bus. Yesterday there was murder on the bus, so someone waited at lunch hour, waited I suppose an hour and a quarter, and then decided to get burgers and fish and chips and every kind of shite he could think of and brought it onto the bus. Everyone around him was furious. There was an awful smell of onions. He was slopping and flopping like a, as if it was a school tour. Now, we know. I had to put him out on the side of the road. And another lady brought on hot coffee. With all the fooling, she spilled the coffee on top of the guy in front of her. Now, there's no hot coffee to come on, guys, because the Ring of Kerry tour, we're going this way all day long. We will be, it's a rock and roll tour. You will be rocking and rolling all day long, and it's the road, it's the nature of the road. So we drink the coffee and then we go. And crisps, right, you know, could just don't bring those on. And there's plenty of time for eating and eat all you want. It's lunch and everything. And if anyone wants to bring on an ice cream or a soda, there's no problem with that. And I have a bag up here for garbage, guys. Everything else is permitted. And if you have alcohol, you bring on the alcohol, drink it responsibly, and don't spill it. That's all. And I'll try and get you back into Killarney this evening around 4:30 or 5 o'clock in a relatively sober state, hopefully. If it rains on this Ring of Kerry tour, we got a contingency plan. When it starts to rain heavy, we just go from pub to pub and we have a drink in every pub. And I show you postcards and paintings of what he should be looking at. We don't call it the Ring of Kerry tour, then we call it the Booze Cruise. I was praying for rain all last night. I've seen it all before. Any questions again at any of the stops, feel free to ask me. I was having a pint the other night with a farmer behind in Beaufort, and he said, you know the black and white cows are known as Friesians? I said, I know that. He said, you know they get arthritis in their joints at a very early age. I didn't know this. And he said, when they feel the rain in the air, their legs get very sore and the cows lie down. So he said, the first thing I do in the morning, I look out the window. If all the cows are down, I know it's going to rain. If all the cows are up, there'll be no rain. Now it may not be raining then, but the rain will be coming in. I said, I know, that's all news to me. He said, it's very simple. Remember this, if the cows are down, it's going to rain. The cows are up, there'll be no rain. I was after having a few pints and I asked the inevitable stupid question. I said, if some of the cows are up and some of the cows are down, what does this mean? He said, bright spells and scattered showers. I didn't ask any more questions. You firmly believe this? But he also told me a joke, and this was just a joke, about a crow and a bull they met in the field. The bull said, "How are you doing, Mr. Crow?" And the crow said, "I'm very bad, I'm dying, all my feathers are falling out, I can't even fly, I'm finishing up." The bull said, "Don't despair, follow me around the field for a few days and eat my droppings, you'll soon get fine and strong, you'll see." So the crow said he'd nothing to lose. He followed the bull around the field for a few days, eating the bull's droppings, and sure enough he got fine and strong. All his feathers grew back on, and he was able to fly higher than any other crow. A few days later he was out in the farmer's field, the highest up in the tree, calling out the loudest, "Caw, caw, caw, caw." And the farmer got a bit fed up with this, so he came out with his gun and he shot the crow dead. And the moral of the story is, bullshit might get you to the top, but it won't keep you there. That's the only bit of bull you'll hear from me now today. You'll have to write them down, there's more to come. Now, most of the cows are down here. Some of them are up. The majority of them are down. I knew the rain was coming. Oh, the rain is here again. Or it might be. I see it brightening on ahead of us, guys, so we'll be alright. Now, last year they couldn't get the turf out of the ground. Some people call it peat. It rained so much here. We were just used to it. Very damp climate. Just describe how damp the climate is. We'd one American gentleman who came to Ireland for arthritis. He got it in 3 days. Now, and, you know, one lady said to me, "I'll go cycling when the weather improves." That was 4 years ago. She didn't cycle yet. We had a lady, and she had an old dog. And the veterinary surgeon said, "Madam, you'll have to walk your dog." So she was waiting for fine weather to walk the dog, and the dog died. And that's the way it is here in Ireland. And if we said to your son, I'll kick the ball with your son when we get a fine day, well, then he doesn't kick the ball ever. You'll go swimming when we get the fine weather. He doesn't go swimming. That's the way it is. So any distractions we have around here, we don't even listen to the forecast at times. We put on our rain gear and put on our jacket and we just get on with it. And we have the River Lown in here on our left hand side. This is the river that flows out of the Killarney Lakes. It goes right through the town of Killarney into the sea, and it's a river renowned for its trout and salmon fishing. Now, there are 2 stops in this ring of ferry where there's a cover charge. Both times the cover charge is just €5. Now you can do the 2 of them, you can do 1 of them, or you needn't do any of them. It's totally up to yourself. In our first stop is at the Famine Village, where you'll find 6 old-type Irish dwelling houses. They've all got the thatched roof, the flagged floors, the great big open fireplaces, the black pots and kettles where the people do their cooking. Often large families would have been reared in Southern houses like these. And when you see them, you'll wonder to goodness, how did they manage it all?